Good day, everyone. My name is Olabisi Ayoderibe. I am a consultant histopathologist. I work at Lautech Teaching Hospital in Ogbomoso. I want to talk to us today about breast cancer. Breast cancer, like we know, is one of the leading causes of death in women in Nigeria. Though elsewhere in the world, it is carcinoma of the cervix. But in Nigeria, is the number one leading cause of death for women. And I'm going to talk about what actually brings about breast cancer. But before this, I would like to define what breast cancer is. Breast cancer is malignancy of the breast, which could arise from the epithelial lining or from the mesenchymal components. When we talk about the mesenchymal components, we are talking about the supporting structures like the fat, the muscle, the blood vessels. Malignancy could arise from that. Cancer could arise from that. When we talk about breast carcinoma, we are talking about the epithelial component. And these epithelial components are those components that actually lined the gland of the breast. I'm going to try to talk as literally as possible. One of the risk factor for breast cancer is a female. As a woman, you are most likely in risk of getting a breast cancer. It doesn't mean because you're a woman you must get breast cancer, but your sex also determines. Breast cancer is commoner in female. You would have gotten about 1,000 female before you get a male counterpart having breast cancer. Breast cancer also occurs in male, but is not as common as that occurs in the female. Like this, I'm trying to let us understand that it is the breast carcinoma arises from the epithelial component. These epithelial components are those ones that lines the gland, that brings about secretion of milk. Are the ones that brings about the secretion of milk. So one of the risk factors for breast cancer is that number one, a woman that has never breastfed a child. So nulliparity, a woman that has never given birth and breastfeed a child is a risk factor. Number two, smoking is a risk factor. Number three, weight. An obese woman is at risk of getting a breast cancer. Number four, hypertension. Hypertension these days has been found to be one of the causes of cancer. Before, cancer used to be idiopathic, we don't know what causes it. But these days they found out that some people with hypertension still come down with breast cancer without looking for any cause. But significantly, genetics is one of the causes of breast cancer. There are some genes that what they do is to fight cancer in the body. If these genes are defective, they will not be able to fight genes. We call them the BRCA1, BRCA2. If there is the defect in those two genes, it could lead to breast cancer. Of course, once there is genetic, then we are talking about family history. So family history, somebody that has a mother that has breast cancer, sister that has breast cancer, especially what's called breast cancer. The risk is less when it's a grandmother. But when it's a mother, a direct sibling or a mother, the risk is higher in having breast cancer. Then also alcohol. Women that take alcohol, they engross themselves in alcohol, they are most likely going to have breast cancer. Then women that take OC pills, oral contraceptive pills, they are most likely going to expose because the estrogen in the OC pills would work more on the breast, and it could cause breast cancer, estrogenism, and so on and so forth. But typically, the most important thing we should take about is if you have a family that had breast cancer, please, you should be on the lookout for any lumps in your breast. You should do constant daily screening. And what do we mean by constant daily screening? As a woman, when you get into the bathroom to take your bath in the morning, you can stand in front of a mirror and you put your hand into your breast and massage. Your husband can help you do that to massage your breast. And you see, these days we women we shy away from our husband touching our breast, but it has been found out that if sucking baby suckles our breast, it reduces our chances of having breast cancer. And now that those ones that have finished giving birth, those ones that have done giving birth to children, they are not breastfeeding child, if they allow their husband to suck, it also reduces the chance of breast cancer. Of course, we shy away from this, but that's the truth. The new research has given us indication that a breast that is being constantly sucked is most likely going to be at less risk of having breast cancer. And when we notice this lump, one of those things we should notice is it increasing in size? Is it becoming painful? When is it painful? When you, there are diverse kinds of lump that you can find, but there's those ones that are not malignant, that they are benign, that you can find in the breast. But if we find this breast lump that is malignant, one of those things to see is it is not painful, but it's increasing in size. You notice over a few times it gets attached to the structure underneath the muscle, it gets attached to the skin, and the skin starts showing tetraene as the skin of an orange. We call it food orange. At that stage, we should not wait for that stage before we get to the hospital. So if you examine your breast every morning, as you're examining your breast every morning, if you notice any lump, please go to the hospital. You'll be treated appropriately. And if you are not even getting any lump from your breast, check for your armpits, because some of the breast substance extends into the axillary, and called the axillary tail. So check your axillary tail, check if there are lumps in the breast, and you go to the hospital, appropriate diagnosis will be taken. It is not in all cases that they have to remove you have to take away the breast. If it is something that is after it's a gradual process, they do a fine needle aspiration cytology, and what we do is to use needle to bring out some of the cells. We look at it. If it is benign, they just go remove the breast, and that's the end of it. But if it is malignant, if they can do a wide excision, take away the lump with a huge substance of the breast mass, and we look at it under microscope, and we can say, okay, there is clearance, the edges are not affected, then the breast can be left alone. But if it has advanced, like I told you, in stage of food orange, ulceration, if that means there is a wound on that breast, the next thing to do is to remove the breast. And they will check the axilla, like I said, if there are lymph nodes, they will do axillary clearance for the lymph node. But it is important as women for us to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. Breast cancer is increasingly rapidly. Before it used to be in the elderly, but now in young women as early as 26, 25, 23, they have breast cancer. So it is not a respecter of age again. So, and what we eat, what we consume. If you eat a high fat diet, you are also exposing yourself to risk of having a breast cancer. So what I'm trying to educate us or tell us about is that breast cancer is not as far away as we think it is. It is very common. So we should endeavor to examine our breast. And when we examine our breast, these are the signs we look for. Most when you see a breast lump that is small and it is painful, in most times that breast lump is not going to be malignant. But those ones that are malignant, those ones that are silent, you can just feel the lump. They are not painful, they are not anything, but they are silent. They are not doing anything. In few times, you just find that they are increasing in size. Those are the signs you should look out for. They are increasing in size. They get firm. They don't move about. They get attached to the internal structure, to the chest wall, or to the skin. And you start noticing tetraene. If you look at your armpit, you notice lymph nodes. You notice there are lumps in that armpit. It means the malignancy is spreading into the lumps and into the lymph node. And the lymph node is like the body fluid. They are the one that carries the soldier, the lymphocytes, one of the soldiers of the body. So the lymphocyte resides there. So when they start carrying this thing and picking it up, they take it elsewhere into the body. And how does malignancy start? Malignancy starts just from just one cell, one particular cell that has picked up to mutation. And this mutation is, nobody can control that cell again. When the body is saying don't grow again, these cells continue to grow. And when it grows, it divides. When it divides, it gives that mutation to those daughter cells it attacks. So they continue to multiply and multiply. And so that's why it is very important that we don't get to the stage of having lumps in our axillary before we go to the doctor. So like I said, women, you should look at yourself, take care of yourself. Then when you notice anything, please report to the doctor. It is not in all cases that they will remove your breast. But please, it is very important. Like I said again, breast lump is not as far as what we think. Young people are getting breast lump, old people are getting breast cancer, young people are getting breast cancer. So we employ us to take good care of ourselves. Thank you.